Welcome to this Ticker Toolkit instructional video, which shows how to use Ticker Toolkit to record and analyze stock recommendations from your favorite stock analysts, advisors, and other trusted sources. In this video, you will learn how to build a Ticker Toolkit stock workbook, how to create account, planning, and sector data sheets for stocks that you're watching and stocks that you own, how to record stock recommendations in your workbook, and how to add price targets and notes for the stocks in your workbook. For a better learning experience, you may wish to start and stop this video as you follow along using your own copy of Ticker Toolkit. Visit www.tickertoolkit.com to download your free 30-day trial of Ticker Toolkit Deluxe Edition. You may also wish to review the information sheet, Quick Start Guide, and Quick Start video available at the Ticker Toolkit website. Let's say you're watching a business program that is discussing stock recommendations. You don't want to act immediately on the recommendations, you just want to record the recommendations in your stock workbook and do your homework. Then act if the recommendations make sense to you or wait for better timing. Let's assume that during the business program, the analysts recommend and provide price targets for Apple, ticker symbol AAPL in the technology sector, Honeywell, ticker symbol HON in the industrial sector, Phillips 66, ticker symbol PSX in the energy sector, Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC in the financial sector, and Walt Disney, ticker symbol DIS in the media and entertainment sector. We'll move quickly through Startup since we've already covered Startup in the Quick Start Guide and the Quick Start video, which are both available at the Ticker Toolkit website. Click the Full Restore button and navigate to the Workbook Examples folder, which was created during your Ticker Toolkit installation. Load the simple workbook example so that we have pre-configured settings and a blank data sheet. To unclutter the tab space at the bottom of our workbook, let's hide the About and Release Notes sheets by unchecking their respective sheet visibility checkboxes in the Display Settings section of the control panel. Now let's begin to customize the example workbook. We'll start by renaming the My Account sheet to Brokerage Account. Click on the My Account tab, and then click on the Datasheet Properties button. Change the sheet heading to Brokerage Account. Change the subheading to our account number. Leave the datasheet type as account type. And change the datasheet tab name to Brokerage Account. Note that the datasheet name on the tab and the datasheet heading can be different. We'll make them the same for this datasheet. Click the Add New Sheet button to create a technology sector sheet for Apple. Set the datasheet name to Technology, set the datasheet type to Sector, and click Add. Add Apple to the datasheet. Click the Show Price Targets button and add the Analyst's Buy Price Target as our lower price target, 107 in this case, and add a note from the analyst. Now create an industrial sector sheet for Honeywell in the same way. Set the new datasheet name to Industrial and set the datasheet type to Sector. Before we click Add, set the datasheet location to keep our sector sheets in alphabetical order. Then click Add. Add Honeywell to the datasheet. Set the lower price target to the Analyst's Buy Price Target, 96 in this case, and add a note from the analyst. Continue adding new sector data sheets for Phillips 66, Bank of America, and Disney. Now that we've created our sector data sheets and entered our analyst stock recommendations, let's update our stock data. Click the Update All Data Sheets button on the control panel and follow the update progress in the lower left corner of the window. After the update is complete, note that the stocks on our sector data sheets have been updated with stock data from our configured stock data source. The example workbook that we loaded includes pre-configured stock selection preset buttons. You will be able to program these buttons with your own selection criteria, but for this exercise, we'll use the example preset button labeled at or below lower price target. To see how this preset button is programmed, click Show Preset Programming and then click the preset button. The program's search scope is user selectable, which means that we'll be prompted for the scope of our search when we click the preset button. Ticker Toolkit implements stock searches as a combination of A and B selection criteria that are combined as specified by the selection logic. The active search criteria are designated by a check mark. For our selected preset button, there is one active A selection criterion to select stocks that are at their lower price target, and there is one active B selection criterion to select stocks that are below their lower price target. Since the selection logic specifies A or B, our preset search will return stocks that are at or below their lower price target. The stock selection criteria combine with our configurable stock evaluation thresholds to fully define the search. Note that the proximity tolerance is configured as 2%, which means that stocks within 2% of their lower price target will match our A selection criterion. Evaluation thresholds are not stored in a preset button, so you can change evaluation thresholds at any time prior to clicking a preset button. Now click the At or Below Lower Price Target button. For this search, we'll leave the scope as All Datasheets and click OK. Observe the results which are displayed in the report datasheet created by Ticker Toolkit. The stocks matching our selection criteria are listed in the report. Specifically, stocks whose last share price is within 2% of their lower price target or whose last share price is below their lower price target. For example, Apple's last share price was $106.26, which is below our $107 lower price target. Disney's last share price is $91.89, which is within 2% of our $91 lower price target. Note that like price targets, our stock notes are synchronized across data sheets. You can edit the notes and price targets of a stock on any data sheet where it appears in your workbook. You'll typically begin your stock analysis by reviewing the stock fundamentals on your data sheets. Then the stock hyperlinks, which you can program to your own news and information sources, allow you to expand your research beyond the stock fundamentals. See the online help at the Ticker Toolkit website for detailed instructions on how to program your stock hyperlinks. You will be able to configure up to 9 different news and information sources from which you can easily choose as you're researching your stocks. Select your first information source and then click on the stock name to follow the hyperlink to more information about the stock. Choose another information source and click the stock name again to get more information about your stock from a different viewpoint. Let's say that after doing our homework, we decide that Apple and Disney are worth buying during the next trading session. We'll click the general purpose checkboxes for these stocks to designate our stock selections. You can use these general purpose checkboxes in any way that you wish. The checkboxes can be very helpful when you're tracking your analysis progress on a stock list more sizable than this. The report datasheet is overwritten each time we run a new Ticker Toolkit search, so we'll convert the report to a planning datasheet that we can reference when we're booking our trades with our broker. First, delete PSX since we're not going to buy it. Click on the ticker symbol to be deleted, press your delete or backspace key, and press enter. Ticker Toolkit prompts you to retain the notes and price targets when you delete stocks that are still present on other datasheets. We'll click Yes to retain the notes and price targets for PSX. Then click the Datasheet Properties button on the report datasheet. Change the datasheet heading to Buy Now. Leave the datasheet subheading unchanged. Change the datasheet type to Planning. Leave the datasheet position as First, and change the datasheet name to Buy Now and click OK. Then click OK again to confirm the change. After you purchase the stocks, enter the stocks you own, Apple and Disney, on your brokerage account sheet. Notice that the price targets and notes are automatically synchronized between datasheets. Update your stock data for the stocks in your brokerage account. And add share quantities if you wish to track your portfolio value in your workbook. Note that you can use Ticker Toolkit to track the value of a portfolio that you own or the value of an experimental portfolio of stocks which you don't own but that you're using for educational purposes. Now we'll delete the Buy Now sheet since we're finished with it. To delete the Buy Now planning sheet, scroll to the Maintenance Operations section of the control panel and click the Delete Sheet button. Select the Buy Now datasheet from the pull-down menu and click Delete. Click Yes to confirm deletion. Continue to build your workbook in this way, collecting data from various trusted sources, entering the data in your workbook, and doing your stock homework. Now that you've reviewed this Ticker Toolkit instructional video, you'll want to practice the concepts in this video. Then review the comprehensive Ticker Toolkit Getting Started Guide, available along with additional documentation, examples, videos, and answers to frequently asked questions at the Ticker Toolkit website. Activate your copy of Ticker Toolkit by visiting www.tickertoolkit.com/purchase. Thank you.